Hey everyone, RogueGold here. Welcome back to the Division 3, not the Division 2. I've got a quick little Division 3 video for you today. Nothing too huge, alright? They haven't released like any news about the game, like what it's going to be about, anything like that. We still got a long ways to go until we get those details. However, there are a few little developments that we have learned recently that I figured, hey, stuff like this gives me that little feeling of excitement for what's to come down the line. So if it does the same for any of you, then that's a win in my book. So no need to pad this out. Let's get right to it. Alright, so the first thing to look at is right here. This is posted by Massive Entertainment, who is of course the main developer of the Division games, early yesterday morning, and it reads, Nikolai, I hope that's the right way to say it, who took up the roles of Chief Architect for Snowdrop, that's the engine that the Division games are made in, and Tech Director for Tom Clancy's The Division 3, shares his insights from over a 10-year-long journey on what it's like to work with the very backbone of multiple game productions. So off the bat, very cool to see Massive just nonchalantly dropping the Division 3, saying, yeah, he's going to be the tech director for this upcoming project. That's interesting enough on its own, but when you go to the actual article that they link, there are some details in here that, again, don't reveal anything to us. They don't give us any details on the game, but it does give me that bit of confidence and reassurance that I think a lot of us are looking for when it comes to what is this next entry for the Division franchise really going to look like. So we're not going to read this entire thing, but this is all about Nikolai's journey, obviously a Massive at Ubisoft, and it says that he's the chief architect for Snowdrop and the tech director for Tom Clancy's The Division 3. He first says that he began his journey at Massive back in 2009, right? So he's been there for 15 years, a very long time when he joined Massive. And then he says down here that his first serious involvement with the Snowdrop engine was back in 2013. I was asked to help improve the visuals of the E3 demo for The Division. Together with a very talented team of small engineers, we started by upgrading the lighting solutions in Snowdrop, new techniques, right? All that kind of stuff. The reason why this is interesting and kind of funny in my mind is that that E3 showing for The Division 1 got a lot of controversy, obviously because it looked incredible. That is what hooked so many people on it when it first came out. This is the one we're talking about, by the way. But it, over time that became kind of a scandal because the game didn't really look like this when it came out, right? Let's see if I can speed this up a little bit. This is the demo, again, from back in 2013. They got everybody ramped up, saying this is what The Division is going to look like. So yes, while it is funny that this guy is saying that he was the one partly responsible for making this look so good back in the day, that also gives me a lot of confidence that that person, now over 10 years later from when this came out, is in charge of the technical side of The Division 3. It's been said many times before that I think a lot of us would love to see The Division 3 kind of embody what this trailer promised us, again, over 10 years ago. And so yeah, to see a veteran like Nikolai heading that department of the game, that discipline, and obviously having that legacy and working on the franchise from this long ago on stuff that we care about as much as this demo, that's pretty cool to me. That's reassuring. At the very least, that hopefully that kind of stuff can come into play and we can really get the game and vision that we're wanting. So that is story number one that I thought was pretty cool. But then there's also one additional thing that I saw when I was kind of looking into this whole deal, and that is over on Massive's website, here we're on the homepage. Something I noticed is that obviously you can go down and look at their games, right? You have Star Wars Outlaws, of course, Avatar, The Division 2, that's all good and well. We know that those are their projects. But then if you go over to the Games tab here, you'll see that there's now a dedicated one for Tom Clancy's The Division 3. Now again, this doesn't reveal anything new about the game, but it is quite cool to see that The Division 3 has its own dedicated page here on the site. It says Tom Clancy's The Division 3, the next entry to the series. Building a team for Tom Clancy's The Division 3. In 2023, it was announced that Massive Entertainment is leading the development of The Division 3. The project is led by Julian Garrity, who is the executive producer for the Division brand. And they say, while we cannot unveil any details about the third entry in the series at this time, we are actively recruiting for the project. Keep an eye on our job ads as we're continuously expanding the team. Stay tuned for more news on Tom Clancy's The Division 3. So again, nothing huge here, nothing too revelatory. They have the open job listings down here. But this is quite cool in my opinion to see, like I said, a dedicated page here for The Division 3. I said it in one of my recent videos, but to my knowledge, this is basically like the biggest project now at Massive, now that Star Wars Outlaws is out. We know they have an unannounced project as well, but yeah, it seems like a lot of key people, including people that they're willing to put in articles like Nikolai here, are working on The Division 3. It says right here, led by Julian Garrity, who is the new executive producer we know. So yeah, like I said, small stuff in the grand scheme, but I thought both of these things were pretty cool in relation to the upcoming Division 3, which most of us are quite excited for. So there you have it, my friends. That is my short and sweet update on the Division 3 for today. I very much hope you all enjoyed this quick little news roundup. This kind of stuff really takes me back to my roots on the channel. This is what I loved doing back in the day, was just scouring the internet for any little clue, hint, any little news bite when it came to upcoming Division stuff. So I know some people are like, wake me up when there's actually big news to talk about. I enjoy this small stuff in the meantime. I hope some of you do as well. Certainly let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the things that we did cover in this video, like Nikolai's involvement in the project, like the Division 3's page on the website. But also, do you enjoy these kinds of smaller updates, right? Do you care about this stuff in the meantime, or do you just want to wait for the big news? Let me know your thoughts there. That's going to do it for me today, though, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Ow.